Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're all doing well, and today, my friends, we're back with a live showdown here between the Sons of Sigmar and the Filthy Rats. Now, we're going with a very wild, a very off-meta build. I would even say borderline meme, but we do have the Temple off LUMINARK here, which is going to be hiding in the bushes, popping out, and hopefully, just annihilating some rats, which is pretty much the goal of every faithful Sigmarite. So here we're going to be setting up these bad boys. We do have a couple Huntsmen as well to deal with Molder monsters. They do also have stock and loose formation, so I feel like that can be useful. Although loose formation probably helps against mortars. But we are going to be going with triple cannon. Now, triple cannon can be okay against the rat people. We do have the reload skill, which, let me go ahead and check the aura. I guess I can't check it right now, so we should probably instinctively put them a little bit closer. We're going to be trying to buff them up. Just a little bit of separation will keep overlap from happening. Very good. He'll be behind. He's going to be giving buffs. We have the LUMINARK hiding in the trees, which is glorious. We have a couple spears on the wings. And then basically we just have 3 Empire Knights, which are going to be, just a sweeper unit. Basically just like cleaning up rats and all that sort of good stuff. So LUMINARK can be in 2. Can I actually hide this thing in the trees? I don't want, it'd be so funny to pop out with it, but I think he's going to see it right away, which is going to be hilarious. Hopefully it can actually hit. This map does have some line of sight issues, but overall I think it should be okay. So no, we don't want the cannons in that group. We want 3, 4, and 5. So again, dealing with like hound pressure is going to be super important with this type of a build. So we just got the Empire Knights on duty there, and the Hunts Marshal Master is here, 6, and the Wizard here, just in case he goes artillery. Basically, we just overcast Spirit Leeches and live our best life. We'll actually put this up in the front, and we can pull it back if need be. I probably should have looked at the map. Probably should have taken a look. I thought it was a really flat map. There are some terrain issues, but overall, we'll see if we can get some cheeky LUMINARK sniping, which is so much fun. It's enraging when it doesn't work, but it's, it's one of those high risk, high rewards. So we're going to do the Hail of Fire ability here on the artillery in the back, giving them the reload skill and fire damage, which can be pertinent against regenerating Molder beasts. Good luck, have fun. Pretty much everyone expects Volkmar, so I'm hoping this will actually be good. All right, so cannons should be in range soon. So let's go ahead and scoot them up here. We can get 2 going onto this bad boy. And the LUMINARK, we don't want it to shoot yet. All right, so let's just move up, get the artillery kind of scooting. We'll just make sure we're keeping tabs and everything. It's a pretty big map, actually. Damn. Okay, so Warp Lightning Cannon is for sure going to be our prize that we're coming for. As far as LUMINARKing anything, what do we want to LUMINARK? Yeah, honestly, let's just pull this back for now. I think that's okay. So the main force, we can go ahead and advance ever so slightly. I really want to make sure that I have the artillery advantage. We're going to go in the trees. We're going to overcast Spirit Leeches, and we are going to go on... Are those catapults? Okay, so if he's going to retreat his army, I'm not opposed to just bombarding him, but it looks like he's going to be pulling back, which is fine. So cannons... Need to make sure they're not like stacking on top of each other. Pull you guys up, pull you guys up. And the Deathcaster is going to just continue Spirit Leeching. Those are Plague Clock catapults. Interesting. Okay, so artillery. I mean, we can shoot a lot of the Skaven army now. We see ogres coming around the flanks. Are we in range yet? Not quite. So we can start blasting clan rats, but it feels a little bit janky. So let's just keep moving up the artillery like so. Just move it up ever so slightly. Keep our Deathcaster in the wings and just kind of check for the doggos. We need to make sure our Empire Knights are in position and that the Wizard is doing his thing. The LUMINARK is, you know what? I don't mind taking pot shots at like ogres, although they are in the trees. The one cool thing about it is it does give us a net. So the net is going to be kind of cute. So we could overcast Spirit Leeches. Lord Skrulk is here. You know what? I think we just go for a Skrulk shot and see if we can get lucky. And these guys, you know what? If Skrulk just wants to go in open field, we can try and snipe his Lord. I mean, I'll just throw all the cannons at him, and because we should be okay in the frontline fighting. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop the Hail of Fire here. Let's move you over a little bit, and Skrulk Daddy is going to start getting bombarded. Now, we need to be very, very aware of our flanks. So let's pull the Knights in, pull the Knights in, pull the Knights in here, pull these Knights in, and now the frontline fighting is going to be underway soon here. So we'll get our State Troopers moving up and fighting. I don't mind, pushing the tempo a little bit, get some Huntsmen shooting there. We could start Spirit Leeching Skrulk, which I'm totally fine with. He's going after my caster, which shouldn't stick. And Jezzails are now in range, so we'll start shooting Warp Block Jezzails. We'll just save the Skrulk sniping for the LUMINARK here. Very good. All right, so Backfield seems okay. It's a little bit janky looking, but, can't win everything. We're going to go ahead and pop this, and I could start Spirit Leeching Skrulk, because I think the cannons should do fine here. So let's pull back, pull back, pull back. Skrulk Daddy's just about in range, but he is over a hill, which is a little bit annoying. So that's why we're predominantly having that problem there. All right, moving in the spears, moving in the spears. Cannons are now going after a little bit of a better target. He did drop a summon, so unfortunately we are line of sighted, which is pretty classic. He hasn't collapsed on our backfield yet, so let's go ahead and get the LUMINARK back here and just kind of juke with it here. All right, seems fine. Now it looks like the rats are advancing with their troops. I could pull forward some Empire Knights, but I don't think I need to really. And yeah, you can see there's some punishment going down here on his dudes. Now, pulling one Empire Knight up is probably a good idea, just to kind of flatten some of the clan rats. Let's pull in some reserves to kind of protect those bad boys and pull this back for now. We can go ahead and overcast Spirit Leeches on you to finish off the Jezzails. And how's the Huntsman General doing? Yeah, he's here to give buffs, but we of course need to deal with some of these other threats that are surging through our battle lines. LUMINARK can shoot, whatever. You know, it's better than shooting nothing here. So let's go ahead and switch on to the other Warplock Jezzails. We have finished off one unit, which is good. And now we have some State Troopers actually marching through, which is pretty hilarious. Still haven't seen the doggo pressure yet. Looks like the dogs are coming in, so let's go ahead and shoot these ogres. Let's get you guys coming, and both Huntsmen need to come and shoot at the ogres on the other side. That's going to be the plan. All right, seems good. Pull you guys back. State Troopers doing the work of Sigmar. Those are Plague Monks, so let's go ahead and retreat a little bit if we can. Now it looks like here on this side we are going to have a fight. So the dogs are going to get in. It looks like there are some Eshin Triads there, which is a little bit problematic. But let's see if we can finish on these ogres and do our business here. All right, hammer into them. LUMINARK, drop a net on these ogres if you can. You guys go after the hounds. Spears stay here. And man, oh man, that is a nasty, nasty engagement there. Certainly a lot of scary shit going down. But the Jezzails have mostly been shut down. We have been able to finish off a lot of his weapons teams. All right, getting in there. Oh man, this is very, very scary. He's probably going to be able to get into the backfield. Let's go ahead and pop the arrows here and see if we can stop them. Empire Knights on this side have done a little bit better. Let's get Spears kind of replacing. Pull you guys in, and unfortunately the LUMINARK has been an absolute just shit meme this game. But that's all right. We can't win it all. We're going to lose some engagements here and there. That is for sure. So, all right, so let's get this cannon and this cannon to go ahead and switch on over to the ogres. And you guys can switch on over to the ogres as well. All right, we can get the chariot moving in. That's fine. We have Spirit Leech too. I mean, I'm just going to Spirit Leech whatever I can. I just need to clear the backfield, basically. All right, so let's pull you guys in. Pull the Huntsman back and back. We do have Assassins coming in, so now this is a good time for the Assassin to get focused. Sigmarite's doing some good work in the backfield. Most Jezzails are offline, and the Spears have effectively pushed back many of these threats. Although these darn rats are quite persistent here. All right, let's go ahead and switch to the Assassin if we can. See if we can get a lucky LUMINARK shot. The cannons are pretty heavily obstructed, which is, of course, often the case. Those are Eshin Triads, so we don't want any piece of that. And the Huntsman might just have to fight here. We're just going to have to get down and dirty. We have our caster here as well. And LUMINARK looks like it might have gotten a shot there. It's a little bit hard to tell, but the cannons are very, very close to being compromised. Let's pull back. Just use this thing as like a distraction card effects of sorts. Pull you guys back and across. It looks like the catapults are now shooting at us, which is very, 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 very bad. How are we holding, though? All right, Huntsmen, you guys keep rerouting here. We have some Empire Knights that we can pull back into formation. Cannons, man, there's like, I guess we just go and try and get some Plague Claw catapults. Come on, LUMINARK, you need to live. Skrulk Daddy's coming for you. Let's get the Knights in there to see if they can salvage the LUMINARK. I'd like to get some shots with it this game. Oh, sorry about that, guys. And how's the Lord doing? He's doing all right. So let's go ahead and see if we can like peel these Eshin Triads. Not with the Knights, but we'll pull the LUMINARK across, get the Spears moving up. Empire Knights have gotten in, and we'll try and stabilize that. It's going to be very, very tough, though. But yeah, the Triads are, they're getting some work on. All right, LUMINARK, rip a shot there. Empire Cavalry, let's go back. I mean, he's pretty undefended there, so if we could just zoom back there, I think we'd be okay. Spirit Leech, we'll drop it on Skrulk. And it looks like one of the cannon crews was taken out. Yeah, we need to deal with those Triads, man. They're nasty, nasty business. We have a net, too, which is cool. Could potentially net these guys. All right, drop some shots. Give the reload buff to them. Get the Spears moving in, trying to salvage that position. And now these Empire Knights need to just scream into the backfield. Like, get past his shit and just give him all the grief if we can. Looks like he's reacting pretty heavily. Like, he's pulling back to deal with it. Triads are getting worked on. Spears, I guess we need to fight them, because otherwise they're just going to... Yeah, he managed to stop us. All right, so the cannons keep going. Let's get you guys moving down here. We have secured our backfield, and now we can do the reload skill, so let's move into position and see if the cannons can, you know, get their bearings here. All right, Huntsmen did their part. LUMINARK might be able to actually get Skrulk now. If we can get something out of it in this game, I'd be very, very happy. All right, moving up to make sure the buffs go into effect. They do. Put the arrow of Akshai into him, and we can start Spirit Leeching Skrulk as well. Let's just start sniping. Oh, we got him! It actually did something! Oh my god, it did something! Oh god, that's so fulfilling. All right, Skrulk might actually just die here now. If the LUMINARK gets him again. God, the LUMINARK has just been such a liability in this game, but like, I guess it's occupying his forces, right? All right, let's pop some shots here. Ooh, those catapults! Oh, that hurts so bad. Let's move up to Spears. Huntsman, just kind of get back a little bit. LUMINARK round 2. It looks like it missed Skrulk that time. Let's move it over here and see, like, because if he wants to come back that way, we can like angle him. If his assassins move back in or anything, you would think our cannons would win here, but it doesn't look like they're in a very dominant position. All right, Huntsman, move up. Let's get our flying Harry Potter back here to go like Spirit Leech Skrulk. I don't think he has any anti-air, so we should be able to get some value out of that. Pulling you back. Catapult's getting bombarded pretty badly, and it looks like that is a losing fight. So do I just switch on to Ogres? I think I do at this point, honestly. LUMINARK can go. Oh, Empire Knights are back. We might be able to get some value on the edge of the map there. And in the trees, what do we got? Warplock Jezzails. Okay. All right, we need to make sure we don't lose you to just random shit. We're probably just going to have to eat that catapult ammunition in the face and just not feel good about it. All right, Huntsman, let's go ahead and get these Eshin Triads. We drop a net so they can't catch me. And Empire Knights are in position. It looks like more Triads are coming over here, so let's just hammer these ones. I don't mind hammering here if we have to. All right, so Skrulk Daddy, he's done his part. Looks like the Triads are getting Shrek'd pretty good. Pull you back and back. And those Triads should be down for the count. Cannon Crew has come back, which is nice. And now our Empire Knights on the edge of the map. This is like potentially a game-winning play for us here. We have a shit ton of magic too. I don't want to Spirit Leech the Assassin. Doesn't feel great. Luminark, can you draw line of sight? Probably not. I know it's a dumb question. The answer is always no. Arrow of Akshai. Moving you guys up to go just pursue this catapults. And now I think he sees it. Yeah, he did spot it. He did spot it. That's unfortunate. All right. So both Cannon Crews are back. We have the Skaven Assassin here who we can, take out probably. So let's just focus him down. Oh, looks like he just went invisible. Very, very clever girl. Spears are fighting. Huntsmen are going to have to start ripping some shots here in a second. Empire Knights can probably ride down a lot of these basic clan rats. Let's get these artillery positions good to go. Can we see him, though, is the question, this little rat. I guess we have enough magic that, honestly, Spirit Leeching him probably doesn't matter. Like, it's probably just a fine choice. Skrulk summons some Plague Monks, so let's try and avoid them. Just run for as long as we can, pull these Empire Knights back, and do our thing. All right, so did the LUMINARK hit? It looks like it might have just not shot, but thankfully our Huntsman General is getting the pot shots. All right, so he's down for the count. Let's juke with our caster, pull back here, and just keep running from these Plague Monks. We do not want to give them any fresh fish. All right, charging back in. Looks fine. Let's get the LUMINARK away from the Jezzails on the other side. And now, honestly, Huntsmen aren't terrible in combat. We can, charge in, and we need to keep these Empire Knights, though, and these cannons afloat for the later stages of the game. Let's get the Huntsman man on those. I think we got this game. It's going to be a close scrap, for sure. His catapults are very, very low in ammo, and we still have a decent amount of army, including the 2 cannons, which we can get back in a second, so. Huntsman General. Oh, Skrulk Daddy is there. Yes, perfect. I could overcast to go after Skrulk. You know what? Why the hell not? Let's shoot some clan rats with the LUMINARK. Something I thought Empire General would never say, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, my spears did get caught by those Plague Monks, and well, looks like the Plague Monks were able to despawn. Ooh, the big damage. Look at that. Yeah. At the very least, it'll shake the leadership of those units, right? Overcasting Spirit Leeches. Gonna hit Skrulk here. Gonna pop Skrulk as well, so he should get hit with the Leech of Spirits. And Skrulk Daddy is down for the count. And the LUMINARK is stable in the backfield. Empire Knights go hunt them here. And that should be GG. Man, good game to my opponent. That was a real scrappy match. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. The LUMINARK is a force to be reckoned with, as you can see. So GG, well played. I wonder how much value it got. I mean, it did get a couple shots off. Got 20 kills. 800, yeah, not so good. Cannons did okay, considering. Honestly, his catapults, I'm pretty impressed with how well they performed. But yeah, we were able to defend the backfield pretty well, even with our very scarce arm. Like, I feel like we didn't have much. And that's what happens when you bring a big, shitty meme like this. But, it still did pop Skrulk in the face and was formidable. And the cannons did kill the Jezzails, which was nice. So, yeah, anyways, I like both armies. The only thing I would do if you want to go like Huntsman General cannons, you just cut this thing, get like another Empire Knight and more State Troopers. And then boom, suddenly you have a good build. Like, if you guys are like looking at this to try and learn something, just cut the LUMINARK unless you're messing around. Or you don't want to win. And then you just add an Empire Knight, add in like 2 or 3 more State Troopers, and like you're going to be in golden shape. All right, well played to Malverde. We will see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves. And that is it for now.